Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team brother.
Boy, and I'm the one over here drinking.
Oh man! Oh! Rewind. Cut the game off, turn it back on, blow the memory card, stick it back in, plug the controller back, rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. I'm the franchise, and with me as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is a flash in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K. Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco, brother. What's up? Whoa.
Nothing much, man. The official Monday Night Block Party, man. We had the pre-party earlier, doing a little warm up, but now the official party has started, man. As your boys are live and direct with your boy, as we got the 6-man tag, we got the Judgment Day, we got that boy Priest, Balor, and Dom going up against Cody, Seth Rollins, and now Shinsuke Nakamura. So now Dom says, I'll take the lead since you two are arguing. But before the match, Big Mommy Cool came down and put a little bit of whoop ass on the world champion, Rhea Ripley. And then, of course, they went back and forth, and then Candice LeRae and them tried to break it up, but they got them paws put on them too. And of course, man, like I said, man, they had a little back and forth. So right now, man, we got the men going at it. Shinsuke is putting the boots to that boy Dom.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Dom thought he was going to start first, I mean, I like the effort, taking initiative, but we all know what it is, man. Hey, you are at the bottom of the seniority list. And even if you was at the top of the list on seniority, skills-wise, you ain't that, man. Sit your ass back down. And like you said,
Priest and Finn are arguing right now about who's going to start it. So somebody got to start the match. So it makes sense that he had to get in. I mean, he is a North American champion. I mean, put a little bit of respect on his name. I mean,
that's cool. Like I said, I get it. You get an A for effort, you know what I'm saying? But, just participate in a group project, sit back, you know what I'm saying? Let the primetime players handle their business. I see, everybody ain't meant to be, you know what I'm saying, the starter. Some people meant to come off the bench. Hell, some people meant to wipe the ass sweat off the seats. It is what it is. You got to roll. Know your role, goddammit. You know what The Rock said. Do what your daddy did. You know what I'm saying? Lie, cheat, and steal. But don't think you got what it takes to be number one. Not right now, Dom. Not with that fucking mother.
Not right now. Okay, I got you. Not right now. All right,
not right now. But it's all love, though.
No, for sure. I feel you. All right.
What's up with you, though, man? You over there, you know what I'm saying? You sipping on that on that good drink, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the King, man? What does the King think of Monday Night Raw tonight?
Man, so far Monday Night Raw wasn't bad. I will say, man, that fatal 4-way that we got was a pretty nice little start to the show. That ending sequence of everybody doing their finish, Chad Gable trying to do his finish, and everybody else coming in and doing theirs.
Thank you.
Right, I'm not gonna lie, that was nice to see Chad pick up the victory. He's got a title opportunity against Walter for the Intercontinental Championship. So I was really cool with that. I didn't have no problem with that. So that was a good way to start the show. So far, though, I mean, they touched on a few things, of course. Damian Priest and Finn Balor's got their little words. JD Dunnan, he's putting his 2 cents in. What's good,
up, bro?
He's adding his little 2 cents into everything and mixing things up. Sami Zayn took a hell of a beating. I don't know what the hell that thing was on the end of his arm, but my boy,
he got fluid on his elbow.
Well, my boy is my boy is going through it right now. But I will say this. As much as I like seeing KO and Sammy win the tag team gold, I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, you really haven't done much with them. You got these guys hurt. I understand having them, take the loss to somebody would do big, but you also kind of gotta kind of move on, man. You got too many. You look like you're starting to break up some tag teams. Other tag teams, you look like you're trying to push. So you still got you got too much going on, man. You got to give some of these guys, more to do. There's only so much that the Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders can go head to head and it's just a fight. Like
But you see, that's the New Day called out, and they backstage segment. That's what even they said the same thing. Like, damn, man, somebody got to come in and fight. You know, everybody breaking up and going this way, that way, in the third. Like, damn,
right.
oh.
Which is like I'm glad that they said that, but at that same time, that's why I'm like, that's why my point is I'm ready for them to. They need to split the titles. Like you need to put one set back on SmackDown. You need to put another set back on Raw, and you need to you need to go from there. Like the whole undisputed tag team title thing, like that's come and gone. Like it's done. You really haven't done much with it since. You had a couple of matches and then guys got hurt. I understand, but
Yeah.
because of that, you weren't really doing much with it. And even when they were healthy, you really weren't doing much with it. They were having singles matches or one-offs. So I'm at this point where it's like, all right, man, it's time to move these belts to some newer groups. You got Imperium looking good that you want to see. You got the New Day back. You got the Alpha Academy, the Viking Raiders. You got the Street Profits now looking like that they're they're prime with Bobby Lashley on their team.
But let me ask you this, because it seemed like they to me, and I want your opinion. It seemed like they never really truly had a plan for the titles. It was just like, all right, we need to get them off the bloodline, off the Usos, so we can kind of further that story. But it don't really seem like they kind of had like a plan A, B, and C after the fact. It was like, okay, Kevin and Sammy makes sense for the moment, but I don't really think they thought, okay, well, what about Raw and SmackDown tag teams moving forward?
Which is why, we're gonna get to your question in a minute, Fro. Which is why I understood they didn't have no big plans for them, but you could have did something where okay, you could have just had them do something with some new talent. You could have had them introduced with new tag teams. You know, they could have had a couple of matches, and then you could have built something up to where one of those teams take the titles off of them, and you separate them. You put each title. You break it up. It was only supposed to go so long. It shouldn't have lasted this long. I understand that Kevin got hurt, but to be honest, let's be real. It didn't really seem like even before Kevin got hurt, you really had any plans to do anything with the titles by SummerSlam anyway. So it's time to take them off. You got other talent that can be, utilizing, and doing more and trying to, and fighting for something more than just, just some rinky-dink matches. I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's part of the business, but after a while, it's like, man, what's the payoff? And there's no payoff. But Fro says, man, I'm looking forward to Gable, German suplex, and Walter. I am too, most definitely.
Facts.
And he's asking, is Big E coming back soon?
No.
He may return, but I doubt if he's coming back to wrestle.
Yeah, he said the doctors pretty much. So the doctors are advising him to never step foot back in the ring again. However, he says his neck feels, 100%. And it's going to be as good as it's going to get. So at this point, it's up to him whether or not. But we all know at the end of the day, it's really up to WWE and their medical staff. And we've already seen them not allow other people back in the past. So maybe unless AEW, somebody else threatens to offer a contract, I don't see him coming back no time soon.
I see. It's his style. It's the way he moves. That's the issue for me. And I don't know if he can come back and be that same guy, because it's not like Big E was a big technical wrestling kind of guy.
Yeah.
He was a powerhouse, and some of his moveset sometimes was reckless, and some of the things he did. So I don't know if he'll be able to take that same punishment and be okay. And I don't want to risk that. Chris, you tripping? I
want to know what the hell Chris been smoking.
Man, Chris always messing with me, man. He always messing with me, man. He tripping. He tripping. He didn't even get the question if they're good. But as Seth just got drop kicked into the guardrail. But what's up, Chris? But no, man, I it's time to move the tag team titles. It's time to do something different with them, and you got too many guys that need that opportunity, that need that something to push them to to be a little bit better. And you need to create new magic. I mean, that's all. That's really all it is. It's about creating new magic. You got the talent. Give them purpose.
Yeah. And like you said, man, you got more than enough people, especially, again, you're trying to establish NXT as that third brand. We've seen main roster guys come down to NXT and girls at this point go down to NXT. All right, man, let's reciprocate it, man, because my thing is, like you said, introduce new tag teams. Okay, we had, who is it? Oh my God, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. They came up. And then it's like, you took them titles off of them. And then it's just like,
with them.
And now the titles are stuck in limbo because you put them on Chelsea and Sonya, and now Sonya's hurt with AC. So now you got to put it on a new set of people. But now there's still a whole nother brand where nobody has any titles to fight for. So it's just like, yeah, WWE, man, they doing a lot and not doing a lot at the same time, man. It's weird.
You're neglecting important titles. Like the tag team championships always had its place, just like the mid card titles had its place, just like the main championship has its place. But for them to not put a better effort, that's what's disappointing. It's like that's why it's one of the reasons why it's kind of like, man, I kind of like watching AEW. At least with AEW, you really regardless of how you feel about the blind tag team tournament or whatever, at least you saw them put some type of effort to the tag team division.
It's funny,
it's just like, just put an effort to it. I ain't saying it got to be perfect.
My bad, bro. My bad.
No, you good.
It's funny you said it because I feel like each company does like their own thing really well, right? Like Impact, we always praise them for the women. AEW multi-men tag matches, especially like with the trios and all that. That's something we really starting to get accustomed to. As far as on American wrestling TV, that wasn't really too popular. AEW's really kind of popularized that. And then you got WWE, man. Like they're really more focused on like the world title picture aspect of
everything
it.
Else more, no, that's the problem,
huh?
Everything else seems like a joke. It's not
important. Yeah.
And that's
like
it can be.
And like the fact that, like with Walter right now, the fact, because remember, dude, the IC title was fucking dead for a while. Like the fact that Vince and WWE just absolutely disrespected the lineage and the history and the importance of the IC, the working man's title. Because back in the day, in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you were able to tell who the next world champion was going to be one or two ways. Either they won the King of the Ring or they won the IC championship. The way they disrespected the United States championship was abysmal. So I will say, good, bad, or indifferent, however people feel about Triple H's run as head of creative, I absolutely love the importance and the respect and the prestige he's put back on these titles. Now, the U.S. title with Theory, that's one thing, but with Walter, the way he's come in and the fact that Vince, it was reported that Vince was going to shit on Walter at first. He wasn't a fan of Walter. Then Walter got his physique together, and Walter came out, man, and now he's on par to be the most dominant Intercontinental champion
in 30 days. I just realized that.
Yeah.
30 days.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a little bit longer than that, but in 30 days, he can break the 100 record. So that's cool, which raises that question on who's going to be that next person to beat him for the championship. But no, I agree, and that's the reason why the tag team division suffered. If it wasn't a New Day or the Usos, no one really held the titles. The RK Bro was more like a gimmick, but because it was Randy Orton and it was Riddle, it took on a more serious note. There's certain the Street Profits, they had their moment where they got to hold on to them, but again, man, you still got you got the OC, you got a lot of tag teams on both. You at least got enough tag teams on both shows to at least have a couple of good rivalries. You got the talent, so you just got to give these people a purpose, man. And if they did that, just a purpose, which means you're gonna see the Brawling Brutes face El Gato Fantasma, or you might see the OC or whoever, and they don't Raw.
Well, can we talk about the OC? Because they came to WWE, they got paired with AJ Styles, then Finn for a quick second, and then they left because they just weren't getting used right. Went out on the independents, went to TNA, went back to AEW for a split second, killed it, show why they are who they were, and then they come back on the main roster, and it's like, damn, bro, it's like we ain't seeing these guys. The Viking Raiders, NXT, one of the best damn tag teams to come up.
We've been seeing them.
Yeah, main roster again. So it's like, where's the disconnect? Like you, in your opinion, especially somebody that came up through the WCW, right? I came in on the tail end of WCW, so I don't have as much of an affinity for tag team wrestling like you do, and just whatever. But where do you think WWE's missing the ball? Because you got good teams, you got great teams, man.
They're missing the ball on giving a damn. That's the problem. Because again, when you had because one of the things, Sammy's attacking. Oh, Sammy's attacking, even though that ain't the man who attacked him.
Right.
It's about giving a damn. That's all it really is, man. It was just about caring.
Yeah.
About enough to put on a reasonable, story or whatever. I mean, you like putting on matches. Well, you can just have guys put on good matches. Everybody doesn't have to be built up through story. Sometimes you can just start a good rivalry story by just having two teams fight. And it's like, and they put on a really good match. It's like, oh man, that was really good. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. And then you can build on that. Man, there's ways you always can go about it. It don't necessarily have to be the most grandest story ever. But
right.
You just got to put a little bit of give a damn to it. And if they did that, cool. Chris says he think LA Knight's gonna win the IC title. That could
I'm leaning more towards
okay with him. I ain't gonna lie. Now that it's seeing that he may be on Raw now, I was more okay with him winning the United States title. I was really more okay with him winning that one. But now that you said that, I could see Walter maybe possibly. I could see LA Knight possibly doing that. That could happen. That could happen. You know what? It is what it is. It's a mid-card championship. I mean, it is what it is. I would even go as far as say I could see him winning it. I just wouldn't see him beating Walter. Not me thinking legitimately he can beat Walter. Yeah. Like I feel like he would just give Walter a little bit of fuss, but in the end, he'll chop that boy down. And
now I'm not gonna lie, I love Knight. You know me, I've been said it. LA Knight, yeah, I've been said it. But right now, dude, Gable, you gotta pull the trigger on this dude, man. Like I understand, huh?
I think he'll have a great showing when they had a match.
But do you think realistically he has a chance at winning?
Not till after he gets the record.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't see Walter 30 days. He's got 30 days, but Chad Gable can put on a show and show his worth, and you can see something after that. Now, after that, there's a couple of guys I can see beating Walter for the title, so that just adds to it. But I definitely, Ken Shaska to the champion.
I already knew Shin was gonna be on some funny business. The way he was side-eyeing Seth the whole night. Yeah, I knew he was gonna be on some funny business.
I like it. Yeah.
I knew he was gonna be on some funny business.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
So are we gonna get a Shin, Seth, and Cody now? Because I'm cool with that.
Just give me the Shin versus Seth.
Shin versus Seth?
You can push the Cody to later. Give me Shin versus Seth. Give me Shin versus Seth. I'll take that. I'll take that, because if they gonna let Shin, they gonna Triple H gonna put a little bit of back of respect back on Shin. Hey, give me Shin versus Seth. I'll take that. Give me that. I'm good with that. I'll roll with that.
Hey, look, hey, we on the same page. Because I'm like, look, I love Cody, but I don't want to see Seth. Not just yet.
No. There's another option. Another option.
Yes.
Okay. Now again, that goes
hey, we here? Are we here? All right.
We here. Now again, that goes back to what Cody does. Cody can still be in the picture. He just don't have to be the right now picture, or it could be a triple threat. Whatever. Right. You can do that. Whatever. I'm good, but I definitely want to see Shin get that. Crypto says, man, Knight won't win the IC title. Bray will cost him that chance. If he ever shows up. We keep saying Bray, but I'm not 100% feeling that he's coming. Okay, so he's AEW bound when his contract expires. Cody? Who are you talking about, From? We were talking about so many people. If you're talking about Big E, I don't see it. Because I don't think he's gonna be able to wrestle.
Nah. But man, look, overall though, so we had that, right? We seen speaking of people who not getting used, man, just because we shooting the shit. I'm very confused, man. So you got Candace, right? You got Indy, right? Honest opinion on Zoe Stark. Honest opinion, because to me, I'm in NXT. I liked her, but I always knew the mic work and the character work needed a little something.
Right.
What is your opinion of Zoe Stark?
I like Stark, and right now,
is she ready for her push she's getting right now? I guess is my question.
Yes, because all it is her being introduced. I mean, she has a nice little showing. She's not bad in the ring. Yeah, the promo work needs work, but this is how it gets work. This is how it gets better by her coming out and having these little moments with Becky Lynch and other people, and kind of feeding off of it and just getting through that experience. I think there's an upside to her. Right now, I don't see her doing nothing too crazy. I mean, she's not going to go win a championship no time soon. But she can have a couple of meaning feuds and do something and just build herself up. And it's just good to see. It's just good to see her come up and just really just get an opportunity. That's it. Just really just get the opportunity just to show the growth and what she can do.
No, absolutely. Because I mean, because me, just real talk for real fans, and I want to be transparent. I love Zoe Stark. I think she's a great wrestler. It's just the character, man. It's just I'm thinking of so many people that you got that you could really use and push, and I'm like, all right, man, is she really, the right one for in this moment? So I really want to get
right now. I mean, because they gotta put in new women. You can't keep having Becky, Bailey, Charlotte, Bianca, like you gotta, like, some of them is cool, but some of them, they're at that point where it's like we've seen them have their run. Who else? We need the EOs. We need the Zoe Starks. We need to see these women. We need the Raquel Gonzalez's. We need to see them come up and have more shine and more and do more. Just do more simply. So, and what they're doing now is cool because they're getting eyes. Zoe's getting eyes by being entangled in between Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. She can't do nothing but learn from that. Raquel is getting her shine by having this back and forth with Rhea Ripley. Io, who has won Money in the Bank and has been has been really a hit since she debuted on SummerSlam. People have been feeling Io since the beginning. They've been up and down about Dakota. Bailey at certain moments, but for the most part, you can trust Bailey. Dakota's been the one on the up and down trail, but Io has always been the consistent. Yeah, everybody loves to see Io. Everybody want to see Io. Everybody think Io can be that one, and she's that one. She's the one. Okay, she's the one. So it's cool to see some of these different women come up, and go through the star power build that a Bianca Belair went through. That. Rhea Ripley's going through that. Hell, even if you want to say Charlotte or whoever, man, you can, or not whoever, but you can, those who have come up in the business, Oscar or whoever, like you want to see some of them come up, and I think Zoe Stark is one of those few. Injury and her doing her part, what time will tell, but we'll see. Leo says Sammy legit looks like he has something in his elbow, a little bit of fluid. Neos, what's going on? It's LA Knight. Yeah.
Lee Taylor, what's up, bro?
What up, Lee? Same stuff. China went through.
True.
Yeah, true. I mean, but at the same time, man, you just gotta have a little bit of faith. You gotta have some patience. You gotta have some patience. And look, the same patience we need with Bronson Reed and all these other guys, we got to have some patience with the women too. And I there's some tough women. There's a nice little group of tough women that they got right now that they just need a little bit of time on TV. They got to grow. They got to come out and talk a little bit when we know they're not great.
Speaking of Bronson Reed, bro, I know right now it's a lot going on. I know it's a lot going on, but I cannot wait. I know you like your big guys. I know you like your Bam Bam Bigelows and your big boss mans and all that, man. I understand that. But Bronson Reed, I can't wait. I think, you know what? When I asked you earlier, who could be a guy to dethrone Walter Gunther, the IC champion? I think it could possibly be Bronson Reed. I think he's a legit contender.
Right now, he's a legit contender, but
not built up enough for you yet.
Not right now. Not
okay.
right now. Right now, it's going. If it's to a Chad Gable, that's cool. Chad's been doing the thing for a minute. His alpha gimmick has really taken over. And it's taken him a minute to go from that clown to like one of the fan favorites. Riddle's the same way. So there's a group of guys. Montez Ford, people been waiting for his singles run. There's a lot of guys that's been doing it. And right now, they're even if regardless if they're doing singles run or not, they're people that are ahead of him. Plus, I think the build up right now, it wouldn't have to. I mean, other than two big meaty men slapping meats, I don't know how much of a build up that would really be for those two.
Nah, hey, I know we say that all the time. Shout out to Big E for the reference, but sometimes just hearing that just out of context, man, like I heard that as if like I've never watched wrestling a day in my life.
It's like anytime you say it, because it's like an out of nowhere thing. Like, all right, man, we got big meaty men slapping meats. It's like what? Wait, what?
Hey, but the real ones know. The real ones know. Hey, another out of context comment. Scissor me.
Hey. Man, there it is.
Man, GOW after dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man, look, and man, and gotta go work. But no, man. But other than that, man, the SummerSlam was what it was. Raw definitely setting up something. Nakamura, he made his point. He's ready to do him. He's ready to do what he wants to do. And the first opportunity he gave that boy Seth Rollins a nice clean Kinshasa. I mean, right to the grill. Seth's Mr. No Sale sold the hell out of that one. But I still think we're gonna get Cody versus Seth. Because honestly, like I said earlier, there's really nowhere for Seth to go after Brock.
Right.
Like even if you want to send him, even if you don't want to send him up, but you want to send him lateral, it's not really too many options right now.
My man said send him lateral. I like that Stephen A. Kimbrough. I like the wordage there, brother.
I mean, you don't want to send them down. I mean, you can't build them up and then have them fall down. You got to keep them either steady or you got to rise them up. So right now, a match against Seth Rollins, it may be too early, but it's definitely getting set up. So he can, like I said, he can have some fights. He can do some interesting stuff. Keep himself relevant. But we know it's gonna happen soon.
Man, bro. Look, I know we both got to work at 9 to 5 in the morning, so we ain't gonna hold the people too long. But I got a question for you, man, because
talk to the people, man. Don't worry about that right now.
Hey, we didn't do it. We didn't do it on a Sunday.
We already had a Bailey push. Bailey's push ain't gonna come for a while. She had a 2-year run.
Yeah, facts. And you know what? I got something else about Bailey too, but in a second. The pay-per-view. You didn't let the people know, man. Hey, let the people know that the franchise laid the smackdown on that skee ball, man. What happened, man? Who won? Who won the pay-per-view, man? Talk to the people.
I didn't.
Sorry. Oh man, I
mean, I got the win. It looked like I actually got more wins than you, but the final draw, I didn't put the final numbers together yet.
Hey, man,
look, we was having a party, man. Okay, I was just trying to keep up with what match we was at. We won and we lost. All right, look, I ain't looked at that paper since. I'm looking at it
tell nephew, hey, I said thank you for the. Hey, man, that's salmon. Hey, you know what? Hey, fuck wrestling right now. We talking about this fish. Hey, y'all. Hey, look, man. Look, let me tell you. So, hey, look. I pulled up, right? I pulled up to the east side compound. My man said, hey, look, I got some food for you. I said, cool, that's what we do. Now me, I'm walking through the kitchen. I ain't paying no attention to nothing. I just, I walk my ass on down to the compound, right? So I'm chilling. I'm like, man, you know, my man's got a surprise for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what we doing, man. I'm thinking like maybe some pizza. I don't know, man. My man said, hey, you hungry? I said, come on, man. You already know what it is, bro. I'm always hungry, you know? And then he's like, hey, look, man, hey, we got some salmon for you. I'm like, oh, what? And then, bro, look, so I ate. It had a little asparagus. Oh, hey, I had my vegetables. And then we had some sweet, we had some potatoes. And then I told him shits up. I'm like, man, I'm done. I'm good. I'm content. Then bro hit me like, hey, you know it's some more upstairs. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm like, oh, it's extra. Oh man, look, I ran up there so fast. Look, I forgot what match I was on. We was like a mid-match, mid-commentary.
Got up and darted. Yeah, all right.
Let me
I
tell
got
you.
It's me and the people. It's cool.
Hey man,
ahead,
look.
brother.
Hey, I left my man's high and dry, but that salmon, hey, that salmon was something special. So I just want to tell you, you know, I want to tell you on the air that nephew did this damn thing, man. Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, that was all him. That was all him. He did his thing. I just enjoyed it. I told him, I said, man, I don't know if I thank you enough, brother, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, no, man, not a bad Raw. Like I said, usually after big pay-per-view, it's time for a setup for something new, a few things new, and right there at the end of the show, we definitely got something a little bit new, something we want to see. William says wrong. One last Dolph or Mix push before putting them out the pasture. Miz. No, I'm done with the Miz and Dolph matchup. That's done with. That there's nothing there no more. Dolph's not even relevant enough now for me to even care to even want to see him.
Yeah.
Even really and again, we've seen that play on long enough. Right now, I will say this. One thing I will talk about, seeing LA Knight come out and confront the Miz. Now,
yeah.
I do kind of want to see where that may go. But it wasn't bad. They definitely had a war of words. It'd be interesting to see because they kind of almost not almost similar, but at the same time, man, that's something I didn't know I want to see, but I want to see.
And did you hear how? Oh, bro, did you hear that, dude? That crowd, that shit was insane. How loud they was. I had my TV on like 7 or 8, and I heard how loud they was. I'm like, dude, LA Knight, man, he's there. He's there. He's the top merch seller the last 2 months right now, surpassing Roman Reigns in the Bloodline merch. Roman been killing shit for the last 3 years. So the fact, I'm like, all right, like the fact that he's doing that right now. And again, when LA Knight first came up to the main roster, think about it, October, not even a full year ago, he was goddamn Max Dupree. And we're like, oh man, they giving my boy the Adam Cole treatment, man. And then he got up out of that real quick and turned it around. So
real fast. Yeah, like, yeah, man, you're LA Knight. Yeah, we like you better, LA Knight. this Max Dupree. It's just he walking and being all in Pierce's faces. Like, dude, you don't get the fuck out my face, man. Back up. Give me 50 feet, man. 50 feet, man.
Oh man.
Man, but hey, man, but no, man, we enjoy hanging out, talking with the people, man, as we see the folks come up. LA Knight is RVD with no talent. Damn. He said, wow. Yeah. Hey. Oh man, that's all you was missing after saying that. That's all you needed to say. You needed a big yeah right after that one. Oh man. Hey, anybody else? Before we get out of here, any final thoughts from the people before we roll out of here, man? Obviously, tomorrow, Dom is fighting tomorrow, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to talk with the bro, man. We might have to peek in on this Dominic versus Dragon Lee for the North American Championship with Rey Mysterio being there. There's some shenanigans may pop off there. Won't say nothing is permanent, but we may see. But if not, you most definitely, without a doubt, will see your boys Wednesday night for that Wednesday night block party, man. Bro, any parting words for the people before we go? Because I don't know if anybody's got anything else to say before we leave.
Nah, man, like I said, it's always, hell of a weekend. We getting geared up for All In next up, so I'm ready for that. But until then, we got the Wednesday night block party popping off. Then we got Friday night block party popping off. Then, hell, we'll see what Saturday looking like, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Infamous words. So, yeah, no, other than that, bro. Hey, by the way,
what up?
Shout out to them kinfolk, man. The Battle of Montgomery, we finally overcame. We overcame. Hey, I'm inviting everybody: Black, white, Latino, Asian, Jew, Protestant, Baptist, wherever your nationality. Hey, we all good, man. Come on, kick it at the GOW Block Party. Bring your steel chairs, bring your beers, bring your liquors, bring your finest wines. And you gonna come kick it with us, man. We love y'all, man, everybody.
Man. Hey, look here, man. Everybody, look. All that was crazy. But my boy that swam from one side to the other, my man put in them strokes.
hey. And they say black people can't swim.
Man, that boy was the black Michael Phelps out there. That boy was moving. He was out there moving, man. He was moving. But hey, I mean, I don't really condone violence all like that, and ignorance and whatnot, man. And it is what it is. But man, that was
Hey, what Andre Chase say from Chase U? He said that is a teachable moment.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was a very teachable moment, man. To do the backstrokes and learn how to swim.
Yes, sir. And that was your daily hood announcement.
Hey, you're rocking with the GLW. We had to get that.
Come on. But seriously, guys, girls, and everybody, thank you once again for taking the time.
Be nice. All right. Be like the GLW, man. Have a welcoming party. Invite all. Come hang out. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let's be peaceful with one another. We can have fun. But fuck around and find out if you want.
Hey, FAFO. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. I'm the franchise. He's the king. We're the GOW. Chill.